The Auditor-General provides assurance to Parliament on the accountability and performance of the Victorian public sector. On the 11th of February 2015, the Auditor-General tabled his Performance Audit Report, Responses to 2012-13 Performance Audit Recommendations. This audit is part of the Victorian Auditor-General's Office broader follow-up program. As such, I'd like to first explain the program. The driver to implement a program to follow up on agency implementations of audit recommendations is to maximise value from our work and recommendations and encourage real improvement in public sector performance. The program also aims to fill accountability gaps. The Minister for Finance's document, Response to Auditor-General's Reports, only includes portfolio departments and provides limited detail on agency activities and completion or due dates, and no detailed overarching assessment of agency responses. It's also not independent of government. Our follow-up program will provide more information to Parliament and the public about how agencies are progressing against audit recommendations. The program has 4 stages, with the first step being agency responses to recommendations that are published in audit reports. As of 2013-14, we started asking agencies for more detail in their responses, particularly due dates for completion. This report is the second step, where we ask agencies to provide attestations about their progress against past recommendations and publish these together with analysis of the responses. The third and fourth steps involve selecting a number of audits where we will go in and seek evidence to verify agency progress reports. This may be done in a limited scope follow-up where we only review past recommendations, or within a standard audit where we look at past recommendations along with new lines of inquiry. The audit objective was to determine the extent of agency response to and monitoring of performance audit recommendations. We surveyed agencies, asking them to report against each recommended action on whether they still accepted the recommended action, what activity they had undertaken, to what extent the action was complete, and the completion date or due date for completion. We also asked agencies for information on how they monitor performance audit recommendations, and we expected agencies to comply with Standing Direction 2.6F of the Financial Management Act 1994 that requires audit committees to monitor whether accepted recommendations are addressed in a timely manner. We sent agencies a survey in August 2014 and they had 6 weeks to submit their responses. The results are therefore correct as of September 2014. The audit included all public sector agencies subject to performance audit recommendations in 2012-13, a total of 47 agencies. In that year, we made 214 recommendations that included 411 specific individual actions, which we referred to in the report as recommended actions. We concluded that public sector agencies are responding to and monitoring progress against performance audit recommendations. No recommended actions were rejected, and as of September 2014, agencies reported having completed or substantially completed 71% of those actions. However, we found that there is room for improvement in agency approaches to monitoring performance audit recommendations. This includes a need for greater scrutiny of management progress reports by audit committees and agency senior management. Agencies accepted 94% of recommended actions and partially accepted the remainder. 12 of the 47 agencies report that they have completed all their recommended actions. Agencies reported 60% of recommended actions as complete, 11% as substantially complete, 27% partially complete, and 2% as having no action. We also looked at the time agencies report that they take to complete recommended actions. We measured this from the monthly audit tabled in Parliament. For actions reported as complete, the average time to completion was 13 months. For actions still in progress, the average time to completion is 26 months. Agencies could improve the time it takes to complete actions by starting work sooner. The average time it takes agencies to start work is 5.4 months. We also assessed whether agency responses directly address the recommended actions. That is, did the response fully cover all aspects and intent of the recommended action? Of the recommended actions that agencies fully accepted, we assessed 85% as direct responses. The remaining 15% missed at least some parts of the recommended action. We also found many issues with the quality of responses. For example, some agencies accepted recommended actions but described their pre-existing practices as sufficient. If that had been the case, we wouldn't have made the recommendation. Alternatively, the agencies could have chosen not to accept the recommendation. Many responses provided contradictory information. Some agencies accepted a recommended action, then stated why they hadn't addressed the action, and then noted it as complete. Others noted an action as complete when the agency response refers to work still underway. Some agencies provided commencement dates that substantially predate the audit. While related work may have already commenced, it is unlikely work to address the specific recommended action had started many months or sometimes years before the audit report. Some agencies also reported actions as completed within 1 month, when the description of the work they claim to have undertaken suggests this is unlikely. All these issues demonstrate the need for greater scrutiny by senior management and audit committees over management progress reports against audit recommendations. We expected audit committees or boards to have oversight of agency progress in responding to performance audit recommendations. 85% of agencies reported this level of monitoring. Reports from the remaining 15% indicate lack of an organisational approach to monitoring performance audit recommendations. In these agencies, which included the Department of Treasury and Finance, responsibility for monitoring sat with individuals or specific business units only. 28% of agencies report that they monitor progress half-yearly or less frequently. This frequency of monitoring may not allow audit committees to meet the standing direction requirement in the Financial Management Act to ensure management address audit recommendations in a timely way. In describing how they monitor performance audit recommendations, only 5 agencies reported steps to verify management progress reports. Also, of the then 9 departments, only 4 reported monitoring the progress of portfolio entities. This is despite the Public Accounts and Estimates Committee recommending that departments do this in the review of the Auditor-General's reports 2009-11. This is the first of an annual report. In 2015-16, we will follow up on outstanding recommended actions from 2012-13 and include all recommended actions from 2013-14 performance audits. The results of this audit have also helped inform the selection of a number of limited scope follow-up audits that will seek to verify management progress reports. These audits will table in early 2015-16. There are also elements of follow-up in a number of our planned performance audits. All our reports are available on our website. If you have any questions about this or other reports, or if you have anything else you would like to discuss with us, including ideas for future audit topics, please call us on 03 8601 7000 or contact us via our website.